Dear learners, in this lecture we will discuss about STATCOM and UPFC. Starting from the STATCOM are static synchronous compensators. The STATCOM is a shunt connected reactive power compensation device that is capable of generating or absorbing reactive power and in which the output can be varied to control the specific parameters of an electrical power system. The principle of STATCOM can be stated as a STATCOM is comparable to a synchronous condenser which can supply variable reactive power and regulate the voltage of the bus where it is connected. The equivalent circuit of a STATCOM is shown in figure A. Here, when E is equal to V, the reactive current output is 0. When E is greater than V, the STATCOM acts as a capacitor, and when E is less than V, the STATCOM acts as an inductor. When angle is equal to 0, then IR is equal to V minus E upon X dash, that is reactance. A STATCOM has a similar circuit like this. This is a single phase STATCOM. This is the first diagram. Here the voltage VPN is equal to VDC by 2 when T1 is conducting, T2 is off, and VPN is equal to minus VDC by 2 when T2 is conducting and T1 is off. Now the RMS value E1 is obtained as this equation, which states that E1 is equal to root 2 upon pi 0 to pi limit integration of V alpha C upon 2 sin theta d theta, that will be equal to root 2 upon pi VDC. When E1 is greater than 0, the STATCOM draws a capacitive reactive current, whereas it is inductive if E1 is less than 0. At the instant when T1 is switched on and IR is inductive, the current IR flowing through the circuit is negative and flows through T1 as IT1 is negative of IR. After 90 degree, the current through T1 becomes 0, and as IR rises above 0 and becomes positive, the diode D1 takes over conduction. Similar event occurs when T2 turns on and off. On the other hand, when IR is capacitive, the current IR is positive at the instant of turning on T1 and flows through the diode D1. After 90 degree, the current reverses its sign and flows through T1. This is how the flow of current takes place in the STATCOM. This portion shows the inductive current and this portion shows the capacitive current. These are also named as control characteristics of a STATCOM. This is the STATCOM voltage diagram. Now moving on to the UPFC, that is Unified Power Flow Controllers. Here it is divided in converter 1 and converter 2 portions. These two converters are connected to each other with it is applied to a transmission line. This is the supply transformer through which converter 1 and converter 2 are connected. This is the control unit, that is measured variables and parameter settings are being carried out over here. UPFC is able to control simultaneously or selectively all the parameters affecting power flow in the transmission line, that is voltage, impedance and phase angle. It consists of two voltage source converter, one VSC converter 1 is connected in shunt with the line through a coupling transformer. The other VSC converter 2 is inserted in series with the transmission line through an interface transformer. The DC voltage for both converters is provided by a common capacitor bank. In this process, the series converter exchanges both real and reactive power with the transmission line. Although the reactive power is internally generated or absorbed by the series converter, the real power generation absorption is made feasibly by the DC energy storage device, that is the capacitor. The shunt connected converter 1 is used mainly to supply the real power demand of converter 2, which it derives from the transmission itself. The shunt converter maintains constant voltage of the DC bus, thus the net real power drawn from the AC system is equal to the losses of the two converters and their coupling transformers. In addition, shunt converter functions like statecom and independently regulates the terminal voltage of the interconnected bus by abstracting reactive power. So this finishes the UPFC